Well, Canadians are growing increasingly aware of the negative effects of a tick bite and what could ultimately lead to Lyme disease. Yet very few know just how dangerous these deer ticks can be. Then a LaSalle woman who knows best, she traveled great distances and at great cost to seek treatment for this debilitating disorder. Now, our Rich Garten caught up with her, and this is an update of sorts, Rich.
Yeah, Jim, I met Monique back in 2016, and at the time she was about to embark on a very intense and invasive treatment for Lyme disease. She traveled all the way to Florida and was about to pay an out-of-pocket cost more than many would spend on a house. Today, Heshe is preparing for the next big challenge in her life.
One foot in front of the other. I don't think about anything else.
Not a single step Monique Heshe takes for granted after 3 long, hard years fighting Lyme disease.
I'm kicking its butt.
A short time ago, the outlook wasn't good.
I know this will help and cure. It's a chance that I'm willing to do to make sure that I live to be with my kids.
Here she is in 2016 after her first treatment at the Sponaugle clinic in Florida.
Dr. Sponaugle and his staff, they saved my life. Like, literally saved my life.
But it was no walk in the park.
It was a walk on the wild side.
Heshe's treatment comprised of day-long sessions of saline fluids, phos and glute drips, colonics, and a steady cocktail of antibiotics. At one point, she was taking 64 pills a day.
It was not a fun journey for me. It was rough. It took a big toll on my body. A huge toll.
As the treatment took hold, so did the side effects. Heshe suffered daily herxing seizures. Caught on camera by her sister as she stood by, unable to help. The 37-year-old mother of 2 was weak. She could hardly walk.
I stopped breathing a few times.
Could barely talk.
I see you all soon.
But not a day goes by where Heshe regrets her decision to seek treatment outside of Canada.
That was one journey I never expected in my life I would have to go through. If I would have stayed here, I probably wouldn't be here today.
She left because the Canadian government doesn't recognize her condition. Her positive test result came from a clinic in the United States, so she's not covered by OHIP and has paid more than $200,000 to fight the disease.
I am still fighting for the cause to get the government to recognize that chronic Lyme is out there and that there's a lot of people that are suffering that can't afford treatments, that can't afford everything that needs to be done.
When she returned home, Heshe saw a naturopath. All worth it, she says, because today the IVs are out. She's pill-free, her cane is gone, her Lyme is at bay.
Not only are you walking around just fine, but
I am running.
Heshe is now training to crack an hour in the 5-kilometer run in Detroit this October, a race she will run with her father by her side.
When I cross that line, it's going to be a lot of joy and a lot of emotions.
Emotions as well as physical and mental pain, very different from what she experienced fighting Lyme disease.
Keep fighting. Us warriors, Lyme warriors, we don't give up.
it's pretty clear to me.
We're fighters.
It's a very inspiring story for anyone out there fighting the disease, and the awareness Heshe and others are raising is paying off. In 2017, there were 7 confirmed cases of Lyme disease in Windsor, Essex. That's the highest on record. And get this, the number of ticks being submitted to the health unit for testing has shot up 900% since 2014. Jim, the disease is on people's radar now more than ever. There's still plenty of work to do, obviously, but people are talking about it.
I remember I was living in the Maritimes when I first heard of this, and we thought it as a New England kind of thing. They had discovered it in New England. Look, it's spread everywhere now, hasn't it?
It's spread everywhere, especially places that are hot. And those deer ticks, you know, doctors urge you to check after you go out walking in the woods or in the grass. Make sure that you look on your body for deer ticks and take them off very carefully.
It's a good precaution. Thanks for the update.
Yep.
Rich Garten tonight.